Turning now to the Middle East, the Biden administration said today Israel is taking steps to address the humanitarian crisis in Gaza. It comes after the U.S. warned Israel it was at risk of losing access to weapons funding. Israel, meanwhile, resumed its attacks on Hezbollah in the suburbs of Beirut, Lebanon. CBS's Deborah Pata is there, and we warn you that some of the images that you're going to see are graphic.
Israeli jets pounded southern Lebanon today, and despite U.S. concern over Israel's bombing campaign in Beirut, there were a series of strikes around the capital. This comes a day after Hezbollah vowed to strike deeper inside Israel. The Israeli military says it's targeting Hezbollah strongholds, but there have been more than 2,000 casualties and nearly 11,000 wounded, many of them civilians. At Lebanon's only burn unit, the hospital has tripled its usual number of beds. In this ward, it even hurts to breathe. But it's the war's youngest victims that are particularly difficult for nurse Ali Humeida. It's terrible to see children in pain, he told us, especially when there isn't much we can do. Already, 21-month-old Ivana has learned to dread the men and women in blue scrubs. I'm almost done, Humeida reassures her. She's covered in burns from head to toe. The slightest touch is excruciating. Her mother, Fatima Zayun, told us their house was hit by a rocket over 3 weeks ago. I saw my daughter on fire, she said. Since then, she's been inconsolable.
What do you hope for now?
I don't care about anything, she said. I just want my daughter to get better.
Around 1.2 million people have fled their homes because of the war. Aid organizations are having to deal with a massive influx of displaced people looking for food and shelter. Nora?
Deborah Pata, thank you. Turning now to the Middle East, the Biden administration said today Israel is taking steps to address the humanitarian crisis in Gaza. It comes after the U.S. warned Israel it was at risk of losing.
All right, brothers, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. Brother Hawashai Zion. And just coming through with this quick message, man. So it says here, man, these people are really defiant. Just hours after the Biden administration, issued the warning over expanding the scope of the scale of its military strikes, it says, in Lebanon's capital. The Israeli, which is not Israel, basically, it says military said its fighter jets flew to the southern Beirut suburb of Daye and struck an underground Hezbollah weapons cache. So, that's what they claim or whatever. But, this is what's going on amidst the election, amidst the P. Diddy bullshit, and amidst other things, okay? This is what's happening. And it's not getting too much press. It's definitely not getting too much press. And it's like nobody can do nothing about it. And this is the reason why all these other nations have hatred towards this Israeli state. All the wickedness that they do. And they always get away with it. Because they got the United States backing them. And this is part of wars and rumors of wars. Even though they say, oh, yeah, they condemned it. Yeah, right. It's all lies. So right here, I'm going to say the overnight attack was Israel's fourth on the Lebanese capital since it started targeting top Hezbollah officials in the country in mid-September. And remember, that's when that Diddy stuff happened. You got to put two and two together. So ever since that Diddy indictment, Hezbollah's leaders or whatever in Lebanon have been getting routed. And that's not cool. So this is what you see happening, my brothers. A lot of folly and a lot of evils. Again, this is part of the wars and rumors of wars. So we got to be on point with understanding what's going on here. Okay. Just, it's in the scriptures, but yeah, if you could check the Diddy indictment. So it says mid-September, Israeli airstrikes on October 10th killed at least 22 people and injured more than 120 others in a particularly deadly 24-hour period. Okay. So that's just not by coincidence. Lebanese officials say strikes have killed at least 2,300 people. Okay, basically. It says, and wounded almost 11,000 others since Israel's offensive against Hezbollah ramped up about a month ago. So yeah, brothers. Let's check Diddy indictment. Diddy indictment. Date. Look at that. Mid-September. The indictment against Combs was released on September 19th. Accuses the rapper of creating a criminal enterprise. Remember, this happened at the same time Hezbollah strikes. Okay? Mid-September. Let me see. So it says here on October 1st, it says they invaded the southern Lebanon in escalation of ongoing Israel-Hezbollah conflict. So I want to get the exact time, though. The invasion was then, let's see, September. September 23rd. So it says September 23rd, 2024. Now, bear in mind, this was 1 week after the Diddy scandal. September 23rd, 2024. And look at September 19th, Sean Combs was indicted. You got to put two and two together. Remember, in the Book of Power and the Book of War as well, you're supposed to create a humongous and massive distraction first before you do stuff. See, it wasn't that big of news because this was bigger news. People are so worried about this guy that they didn't even care about the fact that they're killing people in Lebanon, Israel. Okay, and they're saying that they're trying to get the Hezbollah leaders, but they killed 2,200 people in the process, and 11,000 others were wounded. So these devils are wicked, man. Stay tuned for more, man. With that, we all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. If this is your first time watching the channel, repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. This is part of the wars and rumors of wars that the Lord Yahweh Shai was talking about in Matthew, the 24th chapter. And with that, shalom.